Hey guys, Jake from Concept Canopies and Tactical Tours here, and behind me we have a Ram 3500 Longhorn edition. You would have seen a couple of the boys giving some progress video updates recently. It's finished now, the customers are on their way, we're about to do the handover, so let's have a quick walkthrough on this build. So this customer had a very particular vehicle image in mind that he wanted to achieve. I think that we've pretty well nailed it for him. So it started life with us. Basically, it came to us with a suspension package and a blackout kit already done. So it was a fantastic base for us to sort of work our magic from there on in. We've got bull bar, winch, lights on the front here, the upgraded wheels and tires, and some flares on here as well. Noting that we really wanted to do the attention to detail this customer wanted, right down to, you know, the blackout, bolts, the whole lot on this vehicle. So there's so many little things on this vehicle, it's a little bit like where do you start? But we'll come down the side here, we've got the Rhino rack, platform rack on the top, the laser lamps, big light bar on the front, steady lights on the side, all controlled from switches inside the cab there, all sort of custom bracketry to make all that stuff work. UHF antenna up the top and a Bush Company awning to round it off up top there. So when this Ram came to us, right, it's one of the biggest sort of wheelbases you can get on this format vehicle. It came with an 8-foot tub on the back. That's massive. So this is now one of the biggest canopy options that we do for an American vehicle. It is a little over 2.7 meters long, front to back. Now, it comes with all our standard under tray toolboxes, water tank, drawer underneath, dust suppression system, and then our single handle opening on both doors. Lovely big opening there. Now, with these American vehicles being that little bit higher than most trucks, we do a flat floor. Okay, so flat floor opening, full width opening doors. We've got a gutter system on the top to keep the rain out while it's open. And then internally here, we do our normal sort of custom setup. These guys had a very particular vision in mind with a kitchen at the front, air fryer, and a Thermomix. Now, obviously you're gonna need a lot of power to run that sort of a system. So we've opted for a 48 volt system from Safari that also incorporates a lot of Victron gear as well. Now the really cool thing about this system is the way that it charges. Now it's equivalent to about 800 amps of 12 volt lithium. It is charging at 220 amps into this system. So that's massive power. The whole sort of idea was with the air fryer and the Thermomix was also to be able to run his caravan aircon overnight. So this thing is absolutely capable of doing that. But most importantly, the next day you can charge up, you know, sooner than most other vehicles out there. Massive solar on the roof there as well. And then you've got all your sort of switching and screens on this side. We've left the fridge out at the moment, just to give you an idea of what goes into that system. We've got the Safari batteries and then the whole control panel in behind there. So our slide out kitchens, now super important on this sort of size truck that it comes down, actually folds down below the height of the canopy. This is our latest version with our sort of new patented style brackets and full kitchen with a pantry now. These are available online, or give our sales team a call too. Super easy to use. Pull it straight out like that. Got a latch on the top to drop it down. We drop it down like that. You can then pull out the extra bench. These are really cool. They come with a induction cooker, or you can opt for just a table here, just for as a prep space. You've got all your storage up in the top compartment, and when this kitchen closes up, it actually holds all that stuff in there, so it's not going to rattle out on you. And then at the back, just a little bit of extra space. You've got a pantry in there as well. So on the driver's side of this canopy, it's all about storage. Heaps and heaps of storage. So we've got our lightweight aluminium drawers in here, a couple of small ones up the top, and a nice storage compartment in there. At the front, we've got some GPOs and some 12 volt outlets with your light control as well, sort of as a charging station. Adjustable ceiling rack up the top, and then the gadgets panel at the rear, which is really handy if you're putting some bigger stuff in here. You can just hockey strap or ratchet strap those things so they're not rolling around while you're driving. Lots of storage space as far as your under tray components go as well. So we've got the nice big toolboxes, one at the back and then one at the front as well. The great thing about this Longhorn Edition Ram is that the interior is already magnificent, really. Not much that we really needed to do. What we did do though is kept our switching super factory looking, pretty sneaky where you need to find it, which is great. You know, we added a UHF, safety Dave camera, like a rear view screen for the caravan, and your backup cameras on the canopy itself. So on the back end of this canopy, pretty basic really. We've got a couple of jerry cans, one either side, 35-inch tyre in the centre there, and a fold down ladder. Now to get that tyre out, there's actually a little release mechanism at the top there. This whole ladder will swing down, almost like a tray side on the back of your ute. That one swings down to get your tyre off. Nice big pull-out drawer. And then that's got the water tank in front of that as well. We've got your safety Dave camera, some rear work lights there as well. And then we've also got your power input. So that's your 15 amp input into your canopy to charge that system off mains. And then we've also got the 15 amp outlet, which goes to the caravan to run the aircon at night too. Down below on the back of this canopy, we've incorporated a rear panel there. Now this has got all your factory items as well that come with the truck, all the courtesy lights, rear camera. We've got an air line in there as well. We've put a couple of different setups for this gentleman. He's got a few different trailers, so 7-pin and a 12-pin with all your Anderson plugs. But the most important thing is the blind spot monitoring. So this vehicle works as factory with your blind spot monitoring on the mirrors up the front. All right, so the boys have just thrown this 130 litre Bushman fridge back in to show you the finished product here now. So we've got all your switching for that electrical system. We've got your Victron screen, which monitors everything that's going on. Some 12-volt charging and your on and off for all your lighting. We've also got your EcoX stereo up the top there. Now there's also a subwoofer incorporated into that system up the top. And then just all your storage space really. There's just so much room here. You know, you've got your nice big drawers. You've got another nice big table here as well. So that's full width of the canopy, that one. A couple of legs that drop down if you want a bit of extra support. Now you can just imagine if I'm camping, how good. I've got my little bar set up, lots of room in between here to cook, make drinks, enjoy this truck. How good. So something that's really important while you're out traveling, as a lot of you caravanners and outback tourists would know, is your water system. So 120 litres underneath this canopy. Now, sometimes that's not enough. So what we've done is we've installed a pump system here. Now, that will pressurise water out of your water tank as well. But the good thing is that this is a creek system. So if you've run out of water, or maybe you've got a couple of jerry cans you want to get into your tank, maybe you're going into town to bring water back for your van, you can actually drop this into a creek or whatever it is, suck water into your water tank. Very practical to have that. And then at the back here, we've got your air compressor set up as well. So there's a twin ARB air compressor in there with a tank. And then, of course, super handy, your pull-out reel as well. Now that'll reach the whole way around this vehicle. It is a 15-metre reel and it'll do all of your caravan tyres as well. All right, so that's it. That's a wrap up for this Ram 3500 Longhorn. The customers are nearly here, so we're pretty excited to do the handover. Can't wait to see them out on the tracks enjoying this, such a good setup on this truck.